This is the top 5 worst cars in Rocket League. Number 5. Number 5 spot is the Merc. The Merc is a van. It's a big van with like 2 jet engines strapped onto it. It looks kind of cool. I mean, like, who doesn't want a van? Well, after you've seen this, you'll say not me. It's big and bulky for one thing, which, unless you're doing a goalkeeper thing and you really want to hit that ball, is not what you want. It's got a pretty bad turn radius, and the most notable thing, the hitbox is very buggy. The ball almost clips through the top of it. Yeah, it's got a bad hitbox. Also, most of the cars in the game can do like handbrake turn 180 degrees without effort, and this thing struggles to do 90. Number 4. Oh, it's the Hotshot. Number 4. The Hotshot. It's got a pretty sharp turn radius, and that may seem like a good thing, but it's an absolute nightmare because of that. Literally now, it's an absolute eyesore. Man, it's that bad, you know. It's also, yeah, it's quite, not only, yeah, is it an absolute nightmare because of the sharp turn radius, which, if you think I really want that, it makes the vehicle an absolute nightmare to operate. Well, yeah, it's quite ugly, and I mean, it's a pretty ugly car, you know. I'm not saying, you know, it might be good for, like, maybe doing, I don't know. Number 3. Oh, the Grog. The Grog. The Grog is not a pleasant looking car. It's quite ugly, and it's kind of like the Merc, big and bulky. It's also, as seen in the clip around here, got a bit of a turn radius, or a bit of a bad turn radius on it, hasn't it? Oh yeah. Yeah, Grog is ugly, it's not good. It's really, really not good. The Grog, I struggle to use it. I'm not very sure if other people consider it a good car, but personally, I struggle to use it. I usually miss the ball, as you saw there. I missed the ball when I tried to hit it. Yeah, that was quite bad. Number 2. You'd easily think that this car would take the cake as being the worst car in the game. No, you are sorely mistaken. Number 2 is the Backfire. Backfire, it's a hot rod. It's a cool looking hot rod. You know, who would turn down a hot rod? For the fact that this thing has a notoriously bad turn rate. Like, turn radius, I know what I mean. You probably don't know. It's a notoriously bad car. But I think the number 1 car is actually definitely the worst car in the game, and it makes this thing look like the best car. I just want to quickly tell you guys that this is actually a car from the Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Power Battle Cars, which is basically the Rocket League before Rocket League. Number 1. You saw this coming, didn't you? Well, if you didn't, then I'm not surprised. The Scarab is at the number 1 spot. It's an awful car. It is awful. I can make an entire video about this. And this is what this part of the video is going to be. Literally, me addressing the problems that this demented car has. Let's get right into it then. Problem number 1. The design of the car. It looks ugly. It looks like an astronaut helmet with a bunch of wheels strapped to it. And it has a terrible hitbox as well. The size of it is tiny. It's hard to actually use the car in any way, shape or form. And It's just, you know, yeah, it's quite a bad car. Problem number 2. The performance. It's got a pretty wide turn radius, which as everybody knows is quite bad. Just to add on to the poor design of this thing, and the fact that they basically ruined a very good car. If you don't know that in supersonic acrobatic rocket powered battle cars, this thing is very, very good. But in Rocket League it's awful. Problem number 3. Its usefulness in any situation whatsoever. I once 1v1'd a friend on something. This guy was using an Octane ZSR and I was using this car. And I was tipping over like a cow. Yeah, it was very, 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 very bad. Very annoying, very tedious. The honourable mention goes to the Bone Shaker, aka the new Hot Rod, which just arrived as a DLC car. I don't know how it performs, which is why it's an honourable mention, but it looks like a rehash of the Backfire, which is why I was putting it on this list. If you know, yeah, just don't drop a hate comment on this video if it's good.